Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, have you got the whip? Khaleesi, Carl, are you holding that whip? Because he or she who holds the whip run things, blood. I've been telling you, and I can't stop telling you that. Come in. All is welcome, even the dummy bats, but be quiet because the moderators will be on you like white on rice. Namaste, big cats. Let's kick it off with a prayer. We're going to lead with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So be it mote. Energies up, up, up. Yes, Big Cat. I am fresh off minding my own business. I was minding my own business, right? Yes. And I've decided to kick my way back into those tarot streets. Why? Because you get the usher here, and I'm a pointer, and I will point out what needs to be pointed out. Whether you take it on board is your business. Why? We all have free choice, blood. And if this reading does not resonate with you, don't take the time to email me about it and give me the deepest parts that didn't resonate with you. Why? I'm not going to read it. You'll be seen as an enemy of the state and of my peace and tranquility, especially when I'm minding my own business. I've told you many times, I am the CEO of that particular company, and I'm always hiring. Yes, baby. The dummy bats are going straight to hell on a first-class tiquito, which they bought with their hairs. But before we get to that, darling dears, let's kick our way into the planetary energies. We have Venus in Aries, right, causing a whole sextile. Yes, baby, a sextile. And we don't really quite love that, no. As I was saying, it's sextiling with Mars in Gemini, confidence and assertiveness, and quick action in romance. Quick action in romance? Big Cat, did you pay your knees? Have you put your third eye on bitches and Mitches? Are you sure? Did you ask God? Did you take a knee before you jumped into the romanticals? All of these things I've come here to point out before you take a dip into the sea of wickedness by inadvertently placing yourself in a bad situation with a doppelganger to the truth, an airbender. Fist bump, pointer I be. Carrying on with the planetary energies, darling dears. Right. The moon squares, and another thing we don't love, because square is not a good place to be, darling dear. It's all these big guns fighting for the middle spot. Yeah. Anyhow, the moon squares Neptune and Jupiter this evening. You will struggle, blood, with self-control. And possibly, if you're going to come out of this self-control and let loose, you may make a spectacle of yourself, darling dears. Yeah, I'm telling you, those pet cemeteryites want you to tongue wrestle and get off your trolley, right? They're going to massage your psychological password. You better be impervious and impregnable to F shit. Back into the planetary energies. This is a favorable time to tell someone how you feel about them and maybe let them know more clearly, right, what your expectations are. Wow. Telling someone how you feel about them, coming out of Easter Island and Stevie Wonder just to give them two of these and one of those, the energies be wasted. It be wasted. You really have to talk it like you walk it. And today, darling dears, you will be walking a fine line, blood, right? Because one false move is an open invitation for karma, darling dears. You have to remember, when the feeble-minded are in their darkest times, right? They're looking for a helpmate. What's it? A rolling buddy, right? To share in their karma. So if you lose the plot today, darling dears, realize that you are sharing in this bottom feeder's karma. Control, darling dears. Get a hold of yourself, Scotty. Please. The moon in Gemini, right, is telling you, the moon alone is telling you, right, being in Gemini, to keep your opinions to yourself, blood. It's telling you to shut up, blood. Pack it in, put a lid on it. Shut up, right? Arguing won't do you any good today. Moon and Gemini, not good. Showing you, right, to use your intellect, and you're far outstanding and high above the rest intellect, not to get involved with F shit. Karma, darling dear, is afoot, and you've got great things to be getting on, and they need to get back on the spiritual short bus. They've got a first class ticket to hell, and you don't want to go with them. No, because I told you, from a distance, doesn't matter how philosophical you are, how feng shuied out you are, right? You're going to look like a chicken of a sea. Yes, a seasoned chicken of the sea, clocking with a crummer. Come on, big cat. You've been forewarned, so be careful. They're going to try it. They're going to try it. Hold your gangster. It shouldn't quite get you, just like Luther Vandross's curl. Not quite making it. Fist bump. Let's dive on. Oh, shall we trot on, mate, as we see what's going on? Right. Oh, I felt confused. Somebody's going to be reaching for stuff today, darling dears. They're going for the bottom of the pot, yes, dear, to try and pick on you, right? I've got to laugh. They don't realize. They don't know who you are. You know who you are, darling dears. But sometimes you just got to laugh. You know, it's like a mosquito coming to give you malaria when you are set for greatness. Anyway, let's get a rune, darling dears, and kick it right off. Right? We're going with the what? The ipso facto. That's right, darling dears. I'm not allowing the Latin for now. We're going through it together. Ipso facto is by the fact itself. Outrageous. Oh, okay. We've got two sticks of dynamite, and they both came in face up. We read from right to left when we cast the runes, darling dears. We have Uraz, the Hierophant Taurus energy on its face. Somebody's coming to cross your boundaries, breach your perimeters, blood, and they're coming. Be prepared. It's represented by the letter V and W. They want a victory against you, right? They want to be a winner in what? Getting at your psychological password and pushing you into their tightest crevice as an emotional tampon. Yes, I know. Picture that, big cat. You've been squashed into a crevice, the whole of you, not just your... Listen, I digress, I told you. And you know this. We've been hanging around for some time. We're chums. I told you we're chums and we're besties. Outside Father God, Mother Isis, we are it for each other, mate. Pinkies up. Anyhow, like I was saying before I interrupted myself, yeah, Uraz on its face, represented by the numbers 20, 21, 22, and 23. They are fragile, darling dear. The argument will be, what a tissue of lies, right? Straight out of the crevice of fucking blood. right? They want to be violent, and some of them are just lustful. They can't get at your power grid, darling dear. Your good seat of emperors and empresses. Yes, baby. They can't get at it. And the only way they can get at it, if you is a dead body and they are in their full necrophiliac mode. I've told you already, they can't get it. That spiritual whap, that golden fatum, right? They're going to try and break your boundaries, right? And assault your good name, your everything, to make you tongue wrestle with a dummy bat. Good God, big cat. We've so gone past that. That's so 2020. As I was saying, you're as darling dears. Somebody's got these sexual urges for you, big cat, and they can't get it. This is a what? A beater at night. Put that with whatever you want to whatever they're beating at night. They're beating that bitch, mate, and it might pop off. I mean, into their hand, not around you. I told you, Easter Island, Stevie Wonder, Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. Remember that, big cat? This is not fabulous, darling dear. It also speaks about somebody who is what? Not attached to their spiritual nature. Dark times, darling dear. The devil's strongest worker. Little finger is on the what? The Lord, was it the Lord? Was it? Lord Voldemort. Yes. Comeback tour. Yes, the Lord Voldemort. Right. Comeback tour. It's little finger. Once one night only with your cranium. And your seat of emperors and empresses. I know. Tired of that shit. Delete all that shit. As I was saying, darling dears, before I interrupted myself, this person, and it also speaks about, because, oh, look, it fell into the upright. God has turned up into the situation, darling dear. This was a marriage, some kind of institution, somebody who was in a position of power where you was meant to be what? Student and teacher, as well as teacher and student. It was supposed to be hand and glove, but you had what? The glove from what? Little finger. They made you feel like Dobby. Yes, gave you a crumb and made you feel that you was running. Think you ain't running shit except away in a tinky winky when you realized where you was. This also speaks about a divorce. Someone's not loving the fact that you've divorced them. But then better learn to love it. You love it, right? It also speaks about what? Therapy. Somebody needs some kind of therapy, right? Or possibly you, big cat. You've decided to get therapy. Nothing wrong with talking to someone that doesn't know you really, hasn't been. Yes, go and get a professional. Don't speak to the local what? Ear hustler. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Scotty. You'll be sorry. What else? This also speaks about someone who is what? A hyacinth bucket blood, a social climber, gold digger, right? Well, they're about to be scuppered. Yes, realizing they're not getting what they deserved, except effed over, darling dear. Well, good for them, right? Tree sloth, go where you're going. Go on about your business. Someone, because he went in the upright, you showed them kindness, darling dear. You did. But I've already discussed this. Many of us have cast our pearls before a swine and got them trampled until we realized what? When they was trampling them pearls, they turned into a diamond blood. And you was what? The seed, right? Because you also have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is the number 10. You've got a 5 and a 10. Good golly and gosh. Goes to a 15 and then shimmies down to a 3. Yes, baby. Why do I say 3? Because it's 5, 5, 5 plot changes a foot. And someone's going, but 15 doesn't make 3, it makes 6 blood, and then you make it down to 3. Allow me! Stop picking on me. Somebody can be pedantic, but guess what? I'm the big cat of pedantic. Ha ha. Yes, I'm smirking. It is what it is. As I was saying, somebody wanted you to take a loss. You left the situation with a 5 and turned around with a 10, darling dear. And you're holding the Wheel of Fortune, the fate, destiny, and good luck. Oh, well, it's going to be a tale of two cities today, I guess. The sitting pretty and the not that's feeling quite great. They're at the bottom of the pot. Oh, well. Oh, well. Unjust in a situation where there should have been justice, there should have been unity. Someone is also speaking about your spirituality, saying that you're fated, destined to go to hell. Guess what? How can they say that? That you're destined to go to hell? Is it because they're already there and they're looking for a roomie? Well, guess what? Big cat don't like the fire, right? We are what? Soldiers of the light. I say it always. As I was saying before I interrupted myself again. Jera, Wheel of Fortune, represented by the letter J, the numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. Feeling a bit of a setback and some conflict, are they? Well, that's their business, and so they want us to rumble with you. Who's got peace, happiness, Skrilla.com, moving in silence, right? Sleeping the sleep of a newborn babe, kicking your way out of a duvet, right? Got access to what? AliExpress, darling dear. You're having a lovely time shopping online, but be careful because you don't want to waste your fortunes. Anyhow, as I was saying, a 10. The 10 also brings into mind what? It's a 20, breaking down from the judgment as being a what? Agent of karma. The judgment also speaks on an ex-friend, family member, somebody that wants to come back through, somebody who broke everything. Listen, they wanted you to be hairless and tied down, just like Aslan. That was also another great cat that came back, did a Lazarus, as did you with the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear. A new beginning, a change is afoot and in the wind. And they're not loving the wind. Why? They're down then. They're down, was it? Down end from the wind? Yeah. Oh, well. The 10 and the 5, darling dear. What they expected for you has been what? A transformation in your life. They expected you to be broken in a situation, not knowing where to turn, when Father God was always your ride or die. Psalms 91:1, darling dears. And karma is being what? Dealt out. It's fairness. Why? Because you live in the truth, darling dear. Having faced all of your demons, you faced that cat in the mirror, did the work of the DNS. I had to look over my shoulder again. Right, a tale of two cities. Oh, nearly had my Cheshire cat on its face. Lovely cat. When I've drunk all of the liquids, all you can see is teeth and eyes, guys. Teeth and eyes. Always watching, mate. Likes to know what's going on, big cat. Right. Let's see. I'm going to use the soul cards. Base of the deck. Using your imagination, soul energy. This also speaks about spiritual downloads in the upright. It's a return to mental health. Cognitive dissonance be damned, right? And stay with the damned. It also speaks about divine inspiration, leading with the truth roof. What's going on? What? Oh, this is trying to lift up in my hand. Right? Your self-esteem and peace, darling dear. They're going to try and brock into it. How can you take confidence from a cat who's got their birth natal chart and knows what's going on? Self-validated and vindicated by the Most High. You've got peace, which can't be bought or bartered, blood. Peace. They need to peace out. This is what they're not liking. The fact that you've harmonized your life and you are what? It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. You are a gift giver, darling dear. You give the light. They try to come back and they're going to try and come back today to try and tow your body, right? To see if you're dead. But guess what? When they're towing it, you've already come out of that shell. You've come out to the true you. And oh, my right palm is itching. Skrilla is afoot, darling dear. Sharing as always. Sharing is caring, big cat. Your confidence, your assertiveness, the way you assert yourself. Wheel of Fortune, it's a change. And you can't be corrupted. You have come out what? Cum laude. Yes, baby, we're still in the Latin. You've got honor. As you stuck to your Bushido Reedy. And it wasn't easy. They're coming for your self-esteem. Good luck with that. Yes, they want to put the fear of bejesus in you, darling dear. They want you they want you to be scared and stuck just like them. I see it all, darling dears. And I discuss it with you on a daily basis. We feel everything can rise, right? They want you to feel everything can run. Really? Run your mouth, darling dear, until it's what? A sea of diarrhea. Don't do it, darling dear. It's the wicked trying to what? Get to you again. Because they can't get your WAP, your spiritual fatum, or even what? Your God-given guidance. We already saw the imagination being professor of the puzzle, right? You've already said it to them in Swahili. Sitaki. I don't want it. And mine is the big cat. And they want to come back. I told you. We already saw the energy of the judgment in the 10 and X. Adversity, darling dear, right? They're going through adverse situations, something that's really tragic, possibly hardship and a blow to their ego. They expected the misfortune to find your address, darling dear. Well, guess what? That setback is a raw deal just for them. Because you've got balance, darling dear, and you're telling them to balance on this. Yeah. Strong in them streets. Know your worth, darling dear. Now the taxi. Took the example of Gucci, Fendi, Prada, and all of the other luxury brands that never go on sale. Always got value, darling dear. Just like a luxury item. Take care of that shit and it will give you a return in future days to come. We invest our time and our energies and our skrillers and we shut up. It's the spiritual mastery of it all, darling dears. You are a spiritual gangster, a go-getter, a trendsetter. You took a risk and a chance on yourself, big cat. Never you ever second guess that. If it's loneliness, you have to understand it's energy outside of yourself that cannot breach your perimeters. They come with the attachments of the wicked and the going nowhere fast on the spiritual short bus, past the sign that says you can't F off past this point. They must find you to be obstreperous, but not up for tongue wrestling. Right, we've got a tale of two cities. Well, I just caught this card. Quick message. Oh, it's still tight. Your circle is still tight. Hey, they're wondering if yes, like I said, tight and circle. A thistle, darling dear. This is your emblem on your coat of arms, right? Because you are strong in these streets. Whatever you did, darling dear, your generations to come will be proud of you. If you've got progeny now, they see you as a figurehead, darling dear, and they put their authentication stamp on you by their behaviors. It's taken a time for them to shape up, right? Because you threatened to ship them out. But they are proud of you. Be proud of yourself, darling dear. You now have an emblem. Can I say it? Yes, I can. Right? In the wind and crystals, darling dear. Protect yourself. They're trying to send energies to you, darling dears. Right? We've got our protective crystals, right? We've got our third eye, evil eye bracelets and whatnot. We've got our obsidian black crystal. We've got the obsidian snowflake, darling dear. We've got the tiger's eye. We've also got our we're going for the lapis lazuli today. Yes, baby. Communications. Protect everything, darling dear, because it's in the wind and it's full of fucking and wickedness. Talking all that shit on your emblem. Blood. Hey, poison ivy, eh? Trying to find its mark. I told you, wickedness is afoot today, darling dears. Use your crystals and make sure you cleanse them, darling dear, because they get all of them negative energies. And after a while, they're not performing at tip-top, right, standards, right? So you what? Run them under running water, sunlight, the sea, sand, earth. You can bury them, whatever. But make sure they get regular cleansings. New moon, full moon, and all that. Get them clean, darling dear, because you've got poison ivy, right? Come into your abode, right? For an episode of fucking knees and good golly and gosh. Yes. Base of the deck. You've got it in your hands, darling dear. It's in your hands. You better have it in hand and hold your gangster. I tell you this all the time. What other message before we press on about this tale of two? Okay. God nearly gave me a higher. One on the floor. Can I reach it? Listen, leave no stone unturned, yeah? None unturned. You've got all of the facts, darling dear. And again, it points to your crystals, right? Because you are protected in the upright ancestral team. This is a test. It will be a test in your strength of character, darling dear. The character you are building from the inside out. Know this. You'll be tested, darling dear. And every one of your ancestral team is watching to see what you gonna do with your free will and choice. Are you gonna allow yourself to be pulled about like taffy, be drawn into hockey sticks at dawn by someone or someone's you know have what? Attachments mate of the bottom feeding kind. And they're not having a lovely time. This also speaks about a loss of employment, a loss of status, amongst whom? Because on the tarot card, the Hierophant, you see watchers, someone speaking and preaching unto others. Well, they're preaching to people that are not even paying them one fig of notice. Their fears, mate. Their fears. Lack of accountability, darling dear. No spiritual weight. None. Right, looks like we got to get 2 decks for this, guys. The feeble-minded and the what was it? Not having it. Yeah, feeble-minded against the not having it. Trying to put the cards up. I didn't put these. Listen, allow me, yeah? I'm thinking aloud. Right, we're going to go in now. Feeble-minded. I'm going to use a different deck. I'm trying not to use the same decks all the time, but it's very hard. Feeble-minded, not having it. Queen of Cups. Yes, baby, having your emotions under control. Someone wants your loyalty, right? To take you off your what trolley. Look, I'm not even making it up. Listen, this person is mentally entrapped. They're going for an entanglement in their mind with you. And they want to what? Manifest it on this Malkuth. This also speaks about somebody going to prison, right? On the docket, this is what? Having mental torment and torture, right? Feeling constrained, unable to speak their truth, not able to get to the Queen of Cups and cuss them out the way they want you, eh? Why? You've got control of your emotionals, right? Self-love, self-care, self-worth. Minding, look, CEO of Money on Business, right? What are you doing? Right? Taking a fish out of a cup. That's how much of minding your own business. This is your common sense. This is your intuition. You can feel the darkness at your back. And you're not having it, mate. You better not have it. They're wicked. For sure. And they're missing. And wants to what? They want to jettison back into your situation to release burdens, emotional burdens, right? And overwhelm a big cat. They want to overwhelm you. Hey, you better get your MC hammer on and understand what's going on, darling dears. Yeah, temperance, right? They want to bring, they're going to come in like they are an angel, right? Sent from the Most High, darling dears. Temperance running through the Sagittarius energy. Let me leave it over the ne'er-do-wells. Right? This dark energy, because we know This is not Earth Angel, darling dear. Right up next to Uraz, Father God Most High on its face. This is a doppelganger, someone who was chucked out and what missed out on heaven. Why? Because you left them clot. You left them, or they left you. Whoever did the what getting out, right? They're not happy about it. Temperance, told you. What did I say? They're a page blood, immature energy, spying, lying. They've got what? Undiagnosed psychosis, darling dear. This person hasn't got over the trauma from their what? Formative stages. This person is lying and spying, darling dear, and living in the past. Yes, the year. Freakazoid, darling dears. Base of the deck, King of Cups. And we've got a page of, was it the Knight of Pentacles? This person had high esteem in your life because you've got the Queen of Cups here. This was a pairing. Knight of Pentacles. You invested a lot in this person or people. Time, energy, ideas, your strength, your good looks. Yes, baby. And your whole seat of emperors and empresses in some cases. This person was meant to be loyal to you, darling dear. But they're a page, immature energy, like to argue and fight, especially look over there to see what else is going on in someone else's cup, darling dear. They love to get in someone else's cup, right up into the crevice of someone else's cup. Someone's realizing what they lost. Oh well. Someone's, because the King of Cups is supposed to be husband. Oh, look how I picked it up. Listen, there's no mistake when the cards spin, you know. None. Knight of Peace on its face. Well, you thought, you thunk you got a King of Cups. You didn't. You got a what? What's the word? A procrastinator, blood, a straight up pee hole. Yes, baby. Somebody who didn't come to sow the seeds like you were sowing the seeds, darling dear. This is somebody who was always either out of work or not really getting the pentacles like you. So that alone, right, was jealousy in the background. Pentacles on its face. They weren't mentally straight in your presence, darling dear. They took them own self out. Sound like a 2-year-old. Them took them own selves out, mummy. Yes, that's what they did. Queen of Pentacles. They see you now. What's going on with the big cat? As you managed yourself, not having it, and avoiding hockey sticks at dawn and tongue wrestling today, right? You better move like you've got Shakira hips to avoid the fucking knees, blood. Better avoid it. Immature energy stuck in the past. Wondering who's in your cup. Who's pouring water into your cup. Jesus, them nosy. Same thing. Listen. This is about a new beginning, darling dear. And a sudden change coming into your life. Because the tarot also speaks about a divorce from a situation. But this is the after tarot deck. This is what the sudden change of a situation and meeting of a significant other. Whether romantical or on a platonic basis. This also speaks about the smoke that they want to bring to your doorstep. They want to argue, fight, be violent in your cranium, darling dear, and possibly having you make a whole show of yourself in the streets. This is the energy that's on you, darling dear, from this person from the past who is wondering who's filling up your cup with oil, mate, right? Listen, why are you wondering so much what's going on with the big cat? What's going on with you? Why are you wondering about the big cat? Crying into their fist, touching themselves under their cape, full of regret. I told you, they're getting a 5-finger widow up in that bitch. They better stop. It's going to fall off or shrivel up and die. Allow it, mate. You can't manifest, right? Back the chosen one. You fumbled that particular cat and lost. Just give up the ghost. They're crying, darling dear. Oh, they are sorry. Oh, they are missing. Oh, they wants to fight with you and put all of that negative energy on you. Because the 2 of Cups, right? What they attracted behind them, they can't even look at that shit. Every time they turn around, they're like, oh. Yeah, that's what's going on. Sad, sorry, and missing. No need to call the police, darling. They're missing on every level, right? You need the police. You need what? Psychiatrists, right? To evaluate them, darling, dear. And you're gonna also need an exorcist. I told you they got them demons on them blood, as denoted by Uraz on its face. Come over here, darling dear, to what you've got going on so I can remind myself of what's going on. Right. Right, so all while they're losing it, right? What is the best course of action for the big cat to take today when they try it just like Luther Vandross's curl and not quite making it? Mind your own business, blood. Focus on your back, focus on your progeny, right? Work on your goals, right? You rabbit, you. Yes, baby, you're a rabbit. A hare running away from things, mate. Right? Yes. Mind your own business. Queen of Pentacles, you know you're loyal. You know you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. In fact, you're going to hold a mirror up to your beauty, darling dear. Right? Rose, I've got many roses. Look at that shit. And can you see that evil eye in the background trying to fuck up what you've got going on? Yes, baby. Abundant, loyal, fertile. You're all of the above. They know that anybody that gets to feel your essence it'll be like lightning striking. They're going to scoop you up, darling dear. This is all what's going on as they're touching themselves under their cape, crying about who they're with. That's their business, blood. It's their business, allow me. And the other big cats tried to come out. What's this? What did I say? A professional mistress, darling there. Somebody who is what? A tree sloth for sure. A spellcaster is casting aspersions and trying to work that chaos magic on you today. Protect thyself, divine feminine, divine masculine, big cat. Protect yourself. Claim dominion over yourself at any point. Don't allow their spellcast stations to get in. Because after all, they did get it from Google Spell. Base of the deck. And whatever they got, whatever spell they're trying to put it on, they had no mastery over it. King of Swords on its face, right? They had no mastery over it, right? Put your third eye on that bitch or Mitch, Queen of Cups. It's all because of you, darling dear. What you are bringing in, you bring in loyalty. You're charming. People likes to fucks with you because of your calm, nurturing nature, darling dear. And the fact that you're highly spiritual. And this person is with a chicken head. Right? Not loving it. Whomsoever this spellcaster is, darling dear, they didn't master that skill. And it can't touch you. Your face is not even looking at it. You're like, what's that? Is it going to rain today? You're not trapped and you will not be caught by any weapon formed against you, darling dear. Your ancestral team. I told you. When you thought or thunk you was blind and alone, darling dear, Father God sent them in to carry you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But that doesn't mean you must sit back on your laurels. You have to actively protect yourself. We've already spoken about the crystals, darling dears. What's this? Yes, look! I told you. They're worried about who's in your bed, whom you're attracting, what you're attracting. This is the caduceus and balance. And every time they think on you, right, which is about what? 24/7, mate. It hurts them even more. How can you gamble and lose a big cat? And whatever they try to flash in your face, mate, this is a professional mistress, right? One who is a Google spellcaster, who is under what manners? By the Most High, because change is afoot, darling dear. And this also looks like two boomerangs going straight back at them, mate. Stay there, because this is why they're crying. What you're attracting in their life. And all they attracted was that pussy. Yeah, the professional mistress. Whether they're male or female, tried to come up against you, darling dears. This person also wants to know your secrets. They want to know the secrets of your beauty. They want to know about your business acumen. They want to be all up and over your biznai like the what? SWAT team from hell. They want to know everything, darling dear. So they've been what? Getting divination on the big cat. What did they find out? Because this also looks like a crystal ball somebody's looking into. What did they happen when they were spying on the big cat? Should we use our deck? This is your deck, darling dears. Should we use theirs or ours for that question? I'll wait. Because I'm a patient cat. Should we use their deck or our deck? Right? Right. Yes, baby. Okay. Okay, Jessica De Silva. We're going to use our deck. Right? So what happened when they tried this star station and spying on the big cat minding their own business? As they see you happy, right? They see you abundant, right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Your ancestral team coming in like that. And they're flipping crying as they sit in all of the nastiness they try to put on you. Because you said what? Touch not the anointed. Yes, you was a prophet that wasn't welcomed in their village. The village of the damned, right? And you know that their partner or them would love to come back and fuck you over again, right? Not happening, blood. Archangel Michael said no. There will be balance in your life, right? And they can't do you a damn thing. Oh well. You saw it there. From your own deck, darling dears. Your own deck. I want to know what the consequences is for spying on you. What is their consequence? Straight on the tower. Entrapment, right? Misery, depression, everything that they wanted. They went to that spellcaster, right? Or divinator, or they got it off a Google spellcaster, whatever they did, darling dear. It's on them. These are their cards. They should not have looked in on the life of a soldier of the light. They should have just allowed you to go about your business and mind your own business and get great. Get snatched and get your lace fronts. What's wrong with them? Whomsoever they went into, darling dear. They've got it on them, mate. Like white on rice. Depression, right? Lack of motivation. This is causing them to be what? Bitter, twisted, and more entrapped. Gone from the 9 to the 8, darling dear. They're going down Bobby Brown blood. Yeah. Entrapped. This is also a spiritual entrapment, darling dear. You see a seer there. Oh well. Cry if you must, but keep it at what? A safe distance outside the perimeter. 9 of Swords, unable to sleep at night. So they're being attacked at nighttime, darling dear. The way they wanted you to feel attacked. All of this and that. Just because of jealousy and envy. Imagine that. Should have worked on themselves, blood. Right. So what's going to happen now that all of these bad things are occurring in their domicile? What's going to happen now? More lack of, more lack of security. They've got to even move out and fetch the black bags. This is also a mental break. You're going to hear of somebody losing their what? Losing their sandwiches out of their picnic basket, blood. They're losing the plot, mate. They will be seen arse out in them streets, running after shadows, mate. Yeah, this is a loss of finances, a loss of what? Frenemies, darling dear. Their life is an open door for wickedness. Bad luck, darling dear, on its face. On its face. Listen, they shouldn't have watched you in the dark, right? They should have chose right. They should. Guess what they did? They kept shoulding until they ended. They kept saying should until they end up shoulding on themselves. It's a full-on should show. Yeah, a should show. Right? Drinking of that cup. Queen of Cups. Right? 9 of Wands. Mind your own business, darling dear. No weapon formed against you. They can't understand how comes you haven't faded. They didn't understand that you was chosen by your lineage, your spiritual strength. Come on. You're playing chess. And they can see it now, darling dear. They feel extremely wounded by you. But you didn't do anything. Five of Swords, I told you, you already washed your face like David. It was all of their spellcastations. And they're going to try and bring up things to draw you back into tongue wrestling and fucking ease, blood. You ain't got the energies for that, I told you. If you feel as though you can't hold back your tongue today, get a grip of yourself, Scotty, and go and get a 5-pound bag of rice and count them one at a time. Don't you stop until you do it again. A cup of creativity, yourself is none of that. Try to curse you, darling dears. Just because you was being you, nurturing, loving, a good wife, a good mother, a good friend, a good family member. All of this and that, darling dears. All of that. They know the goodness in you. But what did they choose? Will what? Portray itself in how they're living their life. What's going on? Pentacles is also about what? Betrayals, right? Stolen money. They're living amongst cut purses, right? They can't put down a penny because it will be pilfered, right? Before you can say who took my skrillers. They're living in an unstable situation. Oh, wow. Wow. Right? Look, the card said this is what's going on for you, darling dear. You what? Packed up your troubles in your old kit bag. This is about being emotionally stable. This is the after tarot deck, darling dears. You ain't got no nostalgia for the past, blood. Look where you're running, towards the sun. You're getting your on, right? Because the chanting is absolutely fabulous, darling dear, for lining up your chakras, right? And tickling your kundalini. Work it out for yourself, guys. I can't give you all the intel. I told you, I'm a pointer. You're running towards your happiness. A new beginning, stable marriage, right? Spiritually guided Leo energy of it all. Pisces energy. New beginning, darling dear. Base of the deck, where there's no fighting, you're not in competition with no one, all working together for mutual benefit. And that's the truth roof, right? Mental clarity, right? After you took all of them daggers out your back. And it's also a cautionary tale, darling dear. Let it wash off you, wash over you like water off a duck's back. Don't engage with the feeble-minded, because they're self-indulgent, blood, and it's about to what? Give them narcissistic supply. Whether good or bad, give them nothing. East Island Stevie Wonder. East Island Stevie Wonder. Yeah, because you got Jared, darling dears. The Wheel of Fortune, you've seen it on your rune, as well as in the card. And this goes to the 20, the judgment of it all, which I already called. Darling dears, change, transformation is the way to go. The way of the Bushido big cat, the Ibex big cat, the chosen big cat, the prototype big cat, the generational curse breaker big cat. Don't be pulled back, because karma, right, ain't squiffy about whom's address it goes to. This is a test. Oh, pardon me, that came from my tummy bottom. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up, right? 10-10, you're a breakthrough, darling dears. Something major is about to shift. I felt that certain things shifting around me. I'm not telling you what they are, because I told you, shut up. You don't know nothing, right? Nothing, unless we're looking at their cards. Then we talk about this shit. Yeah, base of your deck, darling dear. Whatever you've been waiting on, because this in the upright, right? New beginnings are on its way. New beginning is here. And it's not a new beginning with a dung beetle, right? No, leave them on the what? That fresh shit heap that shines in the sunlight, right? Listen, devil be banished. Return to sender, right? A lizard speaks about a new beginning. A lizard, this like a lizard dragon, right? Dragon also speaks about sudden change, right? A new beginning. And it also speaks about, when you see a lizard on the card, you generally see them on the ones. The lizard speaks about being active, right? But holding your vision whilst you're being active, moving forward, being focused, darling dear. You're focused, mate. And you're catching all of that shiznai and RTS, blood. RTS. Return to sender. What else for the most unfortunate? That's touching himself and getting up to all sorts. What's this? Seven of Pentacles. They're reaping what they sowed, blood. Does this look like someone's happy? What's he holding on to? Hey, look, listen, I told you. They're touching themselves and trying to manifest you back. And they're reaping what they sowed. Two of wands, darling dear. They're wanting to what? Come out of a temporary situation. They thought you'd be back, right? They're willing to turn their back on any situation, to jump ship, right? And jump straight onto your back, mate, so that you can carry them for the rest of your life, right? They come as the bringer of the darkness, right? Coming to F you over at your domicile. Your progeny will be unhappy. What did I say? All they can do is think about you. Return to sender, blood. Protect thyself. Don't take on any of these bottom feeding energies, and don't engage, right? Because they will be an emotional drain on you, darling dear, and it will affect your progeny if you have them. They want you to argue or argue with them and then take the emotionals back to your domicile where there'll be nothing but unhappiness. Why? Because they're being cheated where they are, darling dear. Didn't we see this Google spellcaster who likes to Watusi through the graveyard, right? Who's been spying on you, right? With someone who's got darkness on them. So everybody's getting it. And they know that you're isolated from them, darling dear. A safe distance. And the beard speaks about for some time. Virgo energy, I told you. When they ate a big cat, when they ate you, you name them. Isolate yourself. Go within, darling dear. Right? You're isolated you're isolating, your back is turned. Make sure you continue to turn your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. Don't engage today, darling dear. They've got a one-way ticket to what? First class ticket to hell on the spiritual short bus. Right? Final messages before we push off. Because we've got to get back to minding our own business as we feel everything can rise. Continuing to tap into our will, our drive, our creativities. Self-esteem, darling dear, is our go-to move. Self-validation came from the Birth Natal Chart, darling dear. Final messages, because I've got to go. Which one am I going to use? I was about to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're going to use, Kipper. And Kipper and come here. I'm going to use Kipper. Where's my wellness deck? Right there. And this was in my hand, the Moonology. So therefore, let's just turn them over and see what's going on. Right? It says what? Be bold and make the first move. Right? This is a cardinal moon. Right? It's also a one in Gibbonus moon. It speaks about introspection, turning within, going within, darling dear, so that you can what? Get grounded, get stable, get guidance, right? And keep focused. Because somebody's been sent in, right, as the devil's strongest worker, the shepherd of the devil for sure, to come and take you off your gangster, right? Be bold and make the first move, right? To indulge in yourself, mind your own business. It also speaks about what? Focus on self-worth, time to heal, do some shadow work and self-appreciation. don't get involved, darling dears, right? Why? Because this anchor that's sent to chain you down, right, and keep you at hockey sticks at dawn and confused in your cranium and in lack mentality, darling dears. I told you, you 9 them, right? And here's the 9. Isolate yourself, go back for introspection, do your shadow work, because you have to ask Father God, what am I? What is being reflected back to me by these bottom feeders? There's something that you need to learn, darling dear. Why do they feel as though that they can what test your gangster at this stage of the game when nobody minds their business more than a big cat? What? Who's bending the matrix and co-creating in the name of Father God, Mother Isis? Focus on yourself. As they focus on you, darling dear. I told you, you've got the mouth breathers on you, mate. And they want to come and give you angina today because you've got some kind of new position. You may even be in the public eye. You may even be in the armed forces, right? Or in the Navy, whatever it is, darling dear. You are a boss in your field and they're not loving it. You was that gift to them, darling dear. Temperance, right? This is also the star card. Aquarius energy, darling dears. We've got Temperance here, Sagittarius energy, as well as the star card Aquarius energy. We've also got the master number of 22. This talks about your diplomacy, right? You've got to be diplomatic, right? This is also about healthy, energetic boundaries, right? You have to remember that you've been gifted with divinely guided relationships, right? For you to understand what you've got to circumvent, right? And understand those that are watching are nothing but gift wrap shit, darling dear, right? And the gift you was to them was a funeral. You cried all of the time, darling dear. You saw things on their phone. People sent you things, right? And what you wrote down, darling, because I told you we take it down to a post-it note to get the highlights of what they did. It caused your heart to go boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. And I told you, you're not having it. Once your heart goes like that, the gift you was to them, darling dear. Continue to boss up. Continue to boss up. This is current energy. Some of you is also about to receive a gift, right? Something that's going to further your greatness. Base of the deck, darling dear. Oh, some of them's going, I told you, somebody's going to get into the romanticals. Be careful, darling dear. Because you have to remember, some of these people that are approaching you, this dating game is wicked. What I've been reading and seeing, darling dear. You may get someone who doesn't give two good goddams about your progeny, right? And mistreats them just because they still want to get at your what? Spiritual wappo, golden futum. Know this, darling dear. Pay attention. Not everybody must have access to your children. I don't care if you're getting the what? That feeling between your legs. You better hold that shit down. Your progeny come first, always. What's going on with this self-indulgence? Paying yourself attention, right? Making healthier choices. Because there's a snake in that grass, darling dear, right? What's this? Competition, an enemy who thinks they're clever, they're malicious, right? You better look over your shoulder. And it also speaks about the other woman, the professional mistress. I told you, you're making healthier choices, mate. Choose you in every situation. Choose your peace. This person, this snakehood, this what little finger strongest worker, who's what nutty as a fruit bat, darling dear. I told you they've slipped through the net, right? The professional mistress in their coupling has that pussy at their background. They had an opening, right? For someone else to give them what? The boom diddy boom in their heart chakra, and it's not you, darling dear. They think it's you. That's what? The third throuple in their situation. It's not you, big cat. You've made healthier choices. You're in love, right? With life, right? Self-love, self-care, and you're being happier. And that snake is behind your back. June wants it. Base of the deck. More sip, mate. More concept. Because you ain't getting smoked, blood. Please, big cat. I don't ever say please, but today I'm saying please. Don't care who it is or what the circumstances. Know that you are professor of the puzzle and it's a part of your testation. Yes, baby, it's a new word. You're at breakthrough. We saw the 1010. Pass this test today and you'll be given a gift, darling dear, as you sip your mocha. Right? What does the Moonology have to say to a big cat before we push off? Because we're at the 60. Thank you very much for the super chat. I haven't seen who it is. My screen's gone dark. Let me tell you something. I made Google. What's this? Show the world the real you. We've got the full moon in Aquarius, darling. The Aquarius is the 11th house, right? Leaning big cat. How more plain can it be for you? It's about groups, darling, dear, right? It's about friends or frenemies, your aspirations, right? Somebody wants to get their progressive ideas up in your cranium today. Don't let that particular one be dead in the water. As I was saying, my thingamajig kept locking itself, right? So I was active yesterday while I was minding my own business, and I found out how to unlock it. So if you've got a MacBook and the screen keeps shutting, you must go on the big apple in the corner, right? Click on that bitch. Then you go straight into the preferences, right? Then it flash up all of these icons that make your heart go a flutter because you think everyone's gonna shut down all your shit. But no, go for the battery. Click on the battery, right? Then it'll bring up a whole different page of shit with graphs on it to really fuck up your eye chakra. Pay no attention to that. Click on the battery again, and then you can sort out how long you want the screen to be on before it times out. Yeah, I made sure that I put that right in my cranium so that I never forgot about it. But I put it down to time for 1 hour, and I've been speaking for an hour. 181 in the chat, darling dears. Big cap. Your ancestral team wants you to know that confidence is key and surrender to the divine. Allow Father God to be your guide today, darling dear. Be like Buddha. Be peaceful, be quick to listen and slow to speak. And in some cases, continue with the what? Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, a full moon, mate. Somebody wants to harvest, and we've got the new moon in Leo. Leo is about your strength, darling dear. Spiritually blessed, and it's also the tarot card for what? Not being taken off your flip-flop. Common sense must prevail, darling dears, in these dark, sticky times with these birds, right, that flew past their nest and wants to what? Come and be a dummy bat in your existence. Be like Smeagol with your energies, darling dears, right? And leave these creatures of the backwood where they are. And that's the truth, Ruth. What did I say? Lose your shit? Don't lose your shit, blood. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings. Toddle over to my Patreon. Or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Big cat, they have a first-class ticket to hell, and they want you to go with them. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Good God, lots of things fell into my... Listen, someone's crying into their fist and touching himself, right? I was about to... Listen, they've got secrets within secrets, and they're frigging criminal, right? Somebody who's coming to commit treachery, perfidy, right? Treason against the big cat. Don't give them the airtime, blood. Told you, rich white lady season. Pinkies up! Namaste! Yes! Rock with me, guys. This is how we're going to keep it. Like that little girl said. We just want to be a small. We don't want to be big mean. We just want to be even and smooth. Yes, just keep it smooth, darling dears, and you'll be right. You'll be right on top, and you'll get the gift that you're meant to be given once you pass this test. I know there's always a test, but you big cat, you've got what it takes, darling dear. You've got your whole flip-flop. Namaste, cat.